Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jasmine Maria. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining us. So the title of my topic today is We Want You Whole. And what I'm going to be speaking about are just 3 tips in which I use to constantly remind myself and constantly prompt myself to be the authentic, unapologetic, unreserved Jasmine. So these tips were just things that helped me to keep going and break out of my comfort zone, break out of the behavior I had, had latched onto and normalized it. So I acknowledged them and I decided that there were several things that needed to change, which would obviously serve me better and be more conducive to where I wanted to go in life and what I wanted to achieve and do. And yeah, so I thought, why not share them in a video, and hopefully it can help someone else, and someone else might be struggling with the same thing that I was, and hear this and maybe choose to actually implement some of the things I implemented, and hopefully it helps any of you guys too. Moving on, I will catch you at the end of the video. Hope you enjoy the content. Being open about your insecurities allows people to meet you at your point of need, to meet you where you're at, so that you don't have to feel like you have to keep up appearances and facades. You're able to interact in a healthy and honest and present manner. Whichever version they get of you, the truth is they get the real version of you, and that's what matters. I have this saying where I say, when someone can speak from a place of weakness, they will always have something to say. And by that, what I mean is that when you can own your vulnerable parts and speak openly to many about them, it inspires so many, and it gives other people the permission to express their weaknesses and feel comfortable enough to actually open up to you and speak to you about it, because they see you as a real person. They know that they're not going to be judged because you, like themselves, you're relatable. Do you know what I mean? Also connect to people who we feel can understand us. Not say they understand us, but understand our experiences. And be the person that you are and own every part of yourself. Don't try and repress or hide the parts of yourself that you don't think is acceptable. Come out, be bold, and make people receive you as you are. Those are the only people who deserve you, the people who want to take the good, the bad, and the ugly. I make people take me as I am. As I am is how you're going to have to receive me. And if you can't handle me, you're not going to dilute me. You either take me as I am or you get lost. That's what we do. Is not running from the pain of honest confrontation. This encourages a deeper level of respect. It sets healthy boundaries, being able to have those difficult conversations with the people you surround yourself with. Because sometimes what we can do is, in our attempt to not have problems, we can become passive about the things we know are not right or doesn't bode well with our spirit. But in essence, what we're actually doing is also repressing an emotion within ourselves and not allowing ourselves to feel what it is we're feeling. It's so important that you get into the habit of finding a way to articulate yourself in a respectful manner and talk to people about what it is you feel is being done at that moment, and expressing it in a way that is digestible for them, in a respectful way, making sure you're mindful of your delivery and whatever else, and not running from these situations and these conversations, making sure you can actually show that you understand that you're not beyond reproach. And also, on the other hand, making sure that if there is something that is done wrong that is to you, you are able to address it. We used to say, oh, common sense is common, common sense is common, but it's not the truth. Common sense is not common. We only understand as far as our experiences go. Get into the momentum of having these difficult conversations where you can speak with people and tell people the things that make you uncomfortable, just so you don't find yourself in situations where you have pent-up anger. Number 3 is being mindful of the voices you allow to shape your perspective. This is so important because at every level in your life, you will have so many influences and they will constantly be changing. And these influences can derive from your family, social media, your employees, your employers, your friends, your partners. And ultimately, these things will be slowly but surely influencing your perspective. And that's why it's so important to surround yourself with people that speak life into you, that, you know, a community that sees your potential, that sees what's within you. These voices that are around you, if you don't filter what voices of reason you allow into your space, you will find yourself not living through your own lens but living through someone else's. I'm not saying that it's not important to have voices of reason around you. It is very important, because sometimes we can't see things clearly and others can. But those voices of reasoning need to, one, resonate with your intuitive self, or there needs to be facts and logic and evidence to back up what it is they're bringing to you. But the only reason I'm saying that is because sometimes we can make some very poor decisions based on trying to see things through a lens that isn't our own. The voices you allow to influence you can literally stop you from pursuing your God-given purpose. That is the end of my 3 tips on how you can just be yourself without reservation. And don't get me wrong, this is a journey, guys. Like, this is not something that you just do and then you're done for life. Like, you will go through life and seasons and have to constantly remind yourself, constantly work at it, constantly, you know, go back, regroup and come again. You will constantly have to do that. But it's good to have a foundation, because the more you do something, it becomes embedded and ingrained in who you are, and then you'll find yourself, it won't even be something you have to think about. You'll just be doing it. It will become your natural nature. So yeah, those are my last 3 topics.